What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna jump right into it. I wanna talk about rigging up your camera or putting your camera on a cage, kind of like how I have this Sony A7 III. I got it on, it's actually a small rig cage. I know they have other brands and all that, but I feel like small rig products are very durable and they just feel good. A while ago I actually got a cage for my GH5. I don't know what company it was, but I started putting it together and it was just really flimsy. When I would hold the camera on the cage, it just kept kind of wobbling a little bit. So I don't know, I just didn't want to risk it. So I upgraded to the small rig cage, and everything I buy, like this top handle, is small rig, the actual cage is small rig, and also for the GH5 is also a small rig. And these products just work really good. And today I kind of want to talk about why I use or why I put my cameras on a cage, not just for the looks, but also for my style of working or my workflow for shooting video. One thing I've always said, and I still kind of go by it, is I have a stabilizer, which is the Crane 2, which works amazing and I really enjoy using it, but I feel like it gets in the way of being creative when I'm out shooting. Don't get me wrong, I do feel like the stabilized shot with a gimbal does look a lot better versus a handheld shot. Even if I'm using the GH5 with the Panasonic 12-35 lens, which is stabilized like crazy and it looks really good, I still feel like if you're on a gimbal, that shot looks a lot better. But you sacrifice, or at least for me, I sacrifice creativity being on a gimbal sometimes. So my preferred way of shooting has been just handheld. So if my preference is handheld, I feel like it's worth it to invest on a small rig cage and make it a lot easier to hold your camera with your hands. Another thing I want to say is buying a small rig cage for your camera, it's kind of like an investment, and I feel like it's an investment because I actually, real quick, I'm gonna put this one to the side, but I actually bought the GH5 about 2 years ago. So this is a camera that I've had for a little over 2 years, and till this day I can honestly tell you guys that this feels like a brand new camera, and it always feels like I have a brand new camera, because if you buy the GH5, you buy a small rig cage. When you buy a small rig cage, you can kind of upgrade it piece by piece, and every other month when you save up a few bucks and you have money to upgrade, you could probably buy a top handle, which kind of makes your camera a little better. You can stabilize it a little better. I also just bought the side handle, which makes it a little better for me, my personal way of shooting. I kind of build the camera to my style of shooting, which I feel like I'm kind of customizing this camera to my mode. Another thing is, a while back ago I bought the Atomos Ninja V, which paired up with the GH5, it allows you to shoot 10-bit and 60 frames per second in 4K, which honestly, it's beautiful and is worth it. You buy a camera, but you can still upgrade it as time goes on. So I feel like it's an investment. I don't just buy the camera and it shoots however it shoots, and then a few months later or a year or 2 years later, it's like, all right, your camera is kind of maxed out and you can't really do too much to it no more. It's time to upgrade. Or I'll feel like, man, I want to buy that camera, or that camera looks better. In my experience of using the GH5, like I've said many times before, I still feel like the GH5 is honestly one of the best cameras for under $5,000, $3,000 range. And I don't feel like I'm gonna be switching out of the GH5 in a while from now. I feel like this camera just keeps getting better and better for my way of using it, and especially when I have it caged up. Whenever I buy a new modification to it, like this top handle that I just got, I honestly feel like I got a whole different camera. It's little small changes to this camera where I can customize it to my personal way of working. So in a way, this is just a preference. This is not a must-have. It's not like you need to have a small rig cage in order for you to shoot better video. But like I said, it makes it more fun. It makes it more exciting for me to go out and shoot. And I think that's why I love recording video, because it's fun for me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just kind of wanted to talk about why I shoot with a cage on my cameras, and kind of the benefits for me on doing it and my experience after doing it. Yeah, if you guys got any suggestions, or if you guys got your camera rigged up and any advice, let me know down in the comment. I just barely started rigging my cameras up, so I'm still learning a lot of stuff on, you know, things that I can do. Hopefully this was helpful, and hopefully this was useful for some people that are thinking of rigging it up. Thank you guys for watching this video. It's a short video, but then again, thank you guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one.